Hello everyone, this is Ash and this is Mage Monsters 2. Let's get back into this. We're gonna go new game Impossible Desert, and the developer just released a patch earlier today, this morning, that reduces the amount of Firebats from 28 down to 20 for stage 24. So it might make it a little bit more doable for Gareth. So we're gonna get back into this with Gareth, and we're gonna try a different kind of run with our dude here. So it's going to go summon ranged because I feel like that's just good to have when you have a tank like Gareth here. It's good to have the extra range units to help out just a little bit. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to start working on some armor. I just feel like armor is a good start, really. Survive as well. Survive and armor. You can't go wrong with either of those at the very beginning here, I feel like. Maybe a little bit of each. So we're gonna do one more survive for now. I'm gonna get it to 5. I just feel like that's like a comfortable level. 5 armor. Wait, 5 survive, not armor, rather. Let's go. And we're good. Let's go ahead and get those 2 more levels to survive. A little bit of regeneration is good too. Like maybe I'll get that to 2 or 3 at the beginning. Deflection is also another good one to have. So we're kind of scattered, kind of all over the place, but I'm getting some of everything. Okay, here we go. By the way, thank you all for joining the stream the other day. That was great on Friday. I'm going to try to do another one every Friday if I can. Let's get that down to 5 now. So now we get that bonus from the health. So now we're going up against 13 skeleton archers. Not necessarily the hardest enemies in the universe, but they can be. Without enough armor, they definitely can be pretty tough. So let's get our armor to a base level of 5 for now. Well, 3 will work for the time being, but eventually we're going to need to get that to 5. We're also going to need to get our deflection up a lot higher as well. The way I see Gareth is if you have armor high enough, you don't really need deflection because he's going to be immune in either way, right? But let's get some cleave. Upgrade hero here. We're gonna get that deflection up, another armor, and we'll go from here. So for the time being, I feel like armor is at a pretty good baseline. I'll check out the stats right now so we can see what it's at, but it should be pretty decent. I think it's gonna be more than 50%. Not 100% on that. We'll have to see. All right, let's go look at it now. Let's do none of these. We'll take deflection, and our armor is now at 67%. So 5 was perfect to get to 67, which is good. No pun intended. Okay, because 6, 7, you understand. Okay, anyway, let's get that deflection up, and we're going to get the cleave up as well. Along with cleave, we're going to need a little bit of, well, let's get regeneration. A little bit of damage will go very nicely with cleave. But here's the thing, like I'm just kind of basing this on, what works for Gareth. Taking down the enemies is great, and ultimately I feel like having a lot of power could be a win. But Gareth is supposed to be a tank, right? I feel like maybe survivability is a more important factor. Like if he's able to regenerate enough health, then he would do better in just having support, so to speak. Speaking of, let's go with some attack speed for our summons, sure. Of those options, I feel like that one might be one of the better ones. Alright, so we're going to upgrade our unit here. We're going to go some cleave. Get that cleave high. It's going to definitely need some damage to support it. Ultimately, I feel like just building Gareth, like, pretty well-rounded is a good thing to do. Like, most of the time, that seems to just do the best. Has it got me a win yet? No, absolutely has not. And we kind of see right now that his health got a pretty big hit. Regeneration definitely needs to be pulled up there. Get that cleave maxed out. Regeneration needs to get up to that 5, that same base 5 everything else is at. Alright, let's go. This thing cleared out as well. A lot of little ants on the screen. Got my archers just pinpointing them one at a time. Okay, let's get the archers some support. There we go. I put them further away because they are literally support for the other archer group. They're supporting each other, right? I think it's nice to have that little crossfire support system going on. Oop, done. Okay, regeneration 5. And now I need to start thinking on other factors just a little bit. So these guys can be a little bit tricky. We have range, we have some melee. So these guys hit pretty hard, 35.1, 271 health. So they're probably our first like pretty powerful unit for the most part. Let's get some more strength. Let's get our damage up now. This is when I need to get my damage up as high as I can, which I can only do 2 right now, but that's okay. We're gonna get Gareth in there. He should be fine with the range units, no problem. He's got all the armor. He's got the deflection. It's just the close units that could be a bit of a problem, but I think we got this. Yeah, he's mowing them down, no problem. He's got that cleave going. It's all good. Perfectly good. Good job, Gareth. All right. I think I would take some more regeneration. Start getting that stat even higher. But I really want to get this damage to 5. That's going to be like the focus really for me. We get it to what, 4 right now. So I think overall a balance at this point between a few different stats could be what wins the game for me. Having enough damage, having enough health, and having enough ways to protect that health is very important. I have heard around the grapevine just from the comment sections that also having some bless with some armor could be good, but I mean that was in terms of a different character, so we'll see. We'll see how that does with the Gareth. Maybe a bless with some heavy heal could be a pretty helpful factor. That's a just in case scenario there, right? All right, so I want to get, basically I want to get regeneration to be doing 100. I think that's a pretty good baseline because then we're taking up our health pretty quick. And there was math that was presented in my live stream chat that was pretty sound. To have regeneration high seems to do better than having like a high bless and you have to wait for the cooldown. So let's see how that plays out. I feel like could be a good idea. Let's give you a little bit more armor. At this point I should be probably hitting around 80% for the most part. At least that's my thoughts on that. I do know some people would say about 75% is enough, but I feel like a good 80% is a pretty good baseline as well. You know, something like that. After that, it gets a little bit harder. Each tick up does give you more benefit, but it just takes a lot longer to get that tick up. So we'll start working on some damage at that point, things like that. Okay, here we go. Some more regeneration. I do want to get my regeneration up to like a 10. All right, let's re-roll that. Okay, and then we're going to concentrate on getting this to 80, which should be about 3 upgrades for the most part. So that's 73%. Okay, let's get into this. Don't get my archers yet. They're support. And then we're going to start building up his damage. He needs to be hitting a bit harder. That healing factor, the healing wave spell was useful for the attack speed. I did appreciate that. Okay, here we go. And now he's going to cut these guys down pretty quick for the most part. Boop, boop, boop. And the one up there, the one stray. Well, the archer's got that one. Sorry, bro. You're not going to make it. Let's do a little bit more attack speed for our archer. Sure, you can't have enough support, right? It really is a good thing to have. Regeneration's pretty high, so we have 75. It might get all the way to 80 for my armor. Like, what am I at now? 77? I think it might just get 80. And we might as well, I mean, 10 on the scale is what I'm saying. So I might as well get my damage to 10 as well, so that way, you know, I'm hitting hard along with it. Basically, I'm scaling everything up. I scaled it up to 5, and now I'm scaling it up to 10. I don't feel like I need to scale up Survive. I feel like Survive's good. But between regeneration, damage, and armor, those are the 3 primary stats I feel like I need to scale now. Probably regeneration more so than the rest. Okay, so we don't need that. Let's get that damage up. Get that damage way higher. And then what was it? 1 more armor that I needed, correct? Not sure if I'm gonna get that. I am gonna get that. Okay, we're here. We're gonna be hitting a lot harder, and we're gonna be able to absorb a lot more of that damage too. Regenerate out of it. I'm just trying to ballpark this here. I mean, we've had a lot of theories, a lot of different builds, and in the end, I feel like just really having a good baseline of certain parts of this works the best. I could invest in a spell, and I could have the healing factor of that spell, but that's also money that I'd be taking away from regeneration, which he's got regeneration. I could just invest in that, I feel like. Let's see how that pans out. I mean, yes, it's nice to have the control over casting a spell, but we also have the cooldown that counteracts the control part of it. Okay, so we're gonna get regeneration, damage increase. I'll do regeneration again, and here we go. So we're gonna get regeneration to 15. Try to get that damage up to 10. It looks like he's hitting pretty hard, so that's good. And he is regenerating out of it because of our beautiful perk we have of regeneration. Okay, we're on 15. This one can be kind of a determining factor. Like, are we doing good enough? We'll find out real quick, won't we? Okay, 140. We'll do more attack speed because it's funny. And go here. So was I gonna increase? I think I'm good on armor. We're gonna stick with regeneration. Are we at 80? We're at 79. I do need one more armor. If that pops up, I'll take it too. But for now, we're good. And then I'm just gonna gradually scale it up. So we're gonna get the damage, another +5. Get the regeneration, another +5, and we're basically at the reset point now where I'm gonna scale everything up by 5 points. At least those 3 aspects. All right, you guys go there. Some would say this would be a good level to save money, and you're right. Am I going to? No, because I kind of have this planned out, and I'm going to stick with my plan for the time being. And I'm just going to keep going in increments of 5. Boop, boop. Okay, let's get that guy in my face. So far, it seems to be panning out. We'll see on stage 24 how it really performs. Okay, so regeneration went up 5, so now I need to do armor up 5, right? Armor up 5 and damage up 5. Get that damage finalized. We're gonna get armor up by 5 points. And then we're gonna take our regeneration up 5 points. And damage up 5. I know it sounds really crazy and chaotic, but basically we're just improving those 3 skills. 5, 5, 5, that's it. It's just a theory that those 3 are the skills that we would need to survive the longest. I feel like investing in these guys might be a waste. I mean, they're good, they're helpful. Having the increase in attack speed is useful. But it's definitely not as good as core stats in my opinion. Alright, so we're going to go 5 more on regeneration. And then we're going to go 5 more on just core damage. And at that point, I think my armor should be pretty set where it's at. And then I just need to really focus on regeneration and damage. We'll just leave armor at like 85%. And it should be good like that. I mean, he's doing fine now. He's doing perfectly fine with this build. Is it perfect? I'm sure it's not. I'm sure there's something I could do to make it better. Like add a bless in there. Add something like that. Add some kind of support spell. But at the same time, we're at level 18 on impossible. So it can't be all that bad, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start doing damage along with regeneration. None of these, please. We're getting that regeneration up to 20. I'll take the damage. Okay. We're just going 1-to-1 pretty much. He's able to take these dudes down pretty fast. That's a good thing. And look, he's not getting hurt. This stage right here is a good telling point right here too. Because normally you take some damage here. These guys do hit pretty decent for the most part. Stage 20 is going to be interesting too, but stage 21 really tells like if I'm doing things correctly or not. Okay, so we'll take another regeneration point there and another damage. Regeneration, and now we're going to go 2 in damage. Here we are. We'll look at Gareth. We'll look at his stats in just a moment once we get past this stage. Check it out and see how we're doing for the most part. So the good thing about this is I don't have to slow down the game at all. We can keep this at 3x and he's just kind of doing his thing. I don't have to control the battlefield, anything like that. I'm trying to make this as hands-off as possible. Trying to make Gareth strong, hands-off. Kind of a solo build. I mean, totally a solo build. I just have his summon only. I mean, he's staying alive, so that's good. We're going to put another point into damage, and I'm probably going to pump regeneration higher. Some may say no. Some may say do more damage. You're right. I do need more damage, too. That's why those are the 2 factors I'm just going to keep increasing now. Armor should be all right. I think it's completely fine where it's at. Let's see. Damage. So how are we doing? So 80 armor, 84% damage reduction. We're good. We're not touching that anymore. Some will say it's overkill. I don't think so, but still. Some might say that. All right, so damage, regeneration, that's all we need. We're on stage 21. This is where things get tricky. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start scaling up the damage a bit. You're going to pop up first. We're going to scale you up first. 21. And here we go. Let's get those 2 up. So I went 2 in damage, went 1 in regeneration. Okay, let's see how this pans out. I mean, he's hitting hard. It's just these guys have a lot of health, right? But he should be able to take them down pretty quick once we get these guys clear. Our regeneration is going to start kicking in a lot more once we get rid of these melee units. And we should be okay for the most part, I hope. I appreciate the developer reducing the amount of bats in the later stages. Come on, guys. Okay, this might not work. This might not work. It's these caster units, man. He's good, though. He's survived it. It's really just the caster units because they bring in so many, like, tanky dudes that can affect Gareth's regeneration ability. But look how quickly he can get his health back. He can get back there pretty fast. So I might actually be wrong. I might actually need more armor because he can regenerate out of this, no problem. Okay, let's go. Let's get focusing on what we're doing first. Let's get that damage to 20. Get the regeneration to 25, and then I might go armor after that. Just get that armor. I don't know, maybe 90. Am I crazy for that? Probably. Absolutely. Absolutely crazy. I can see the people in the live chat yelling at me now. Like, no, don't touch armor. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Might not need it. But I will definitely need more damage. I mean, we're taking them down, but we're not doing it fast enough, are we? Maybe I need Healing Wave. Speed him up. That could be a good idea. Like, have him hit faster and harder. Or maybe Bless even with the armor bonus. Is that going to help me very much? I don't know. Having a heavy heal could really change the tide of things, though, in the end. It really could. But that will require me to slow down the game and control the time a little bit more than I'm doing now, so... It's an idea. Might be a good one. Alright, so let's go and increase that damage again. Let's do it. We're gonna go with... Bless. I'm gonna do Bless. Let me get it. It doesn't want to pop up, does it? Okay, here we are. We have 104 left. That's fine. We're gonna use it on upgrading our healing factor. I totally messed that one up. All right, we're gonna turn you guys off. Here we go. We're doing the base heal for now. We're not doing the percentage just yet. We gotta get that base heal up. Right now it's 590. If I do 20%, what would that be? Like, we could try it. 590. Let's see what happens when I go 20% on that 590. Actually, it's pretty good. But we do need to increase the base number more so we can get way better multiplication from that. We'll have to take it like 5 to 5 pretty much. Let's go. Let's see how he does. I'm gonna save that bless until we need it. I'm gonna slow down the game when we need to do it. Like now, perhaps. Oh, no, he's doing okay. It's a little dangerous. Let's go ahead and bless him. It's gonna help me take care of a lot of these units. It's a little bit dangerous, for sure. Get that bless ready. As soon as it's ready, I think I'm gonna have to pop it in. So it's a good thing we got this spell. It's helpful. It's definitely helpful. Not healing nearly enough, but it is helpful to have. It might be the amount of armor he has. I have no idea, but something just ain't hitting hard enough. Regeneration, maybe? All right, let's hit bless there. Get you guys going. The good thing about bless is it also adds that additional armor, right? So yes, it may not equate to as much healing as you get from regeneration, but you get the additional armor, which really like helps out. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna go 2x. I might even go 3x with it. We're fine. Yeah, we're good. It was the ads that was really affecting things, but Gareth is good. He turned the tide, so to speak. Boop. Pop goes the dynamite. Armor. Are we gonna do bonus damage? I'll do bonus damage. That sounds pretty good. We are on the most insane level of them all. These guys are crazy. They hit hard, but this number used to be 28. It used to be 28 of these dudes. The developer was so nice to reduce it. Okay. Let me see. My bless is doing 708. It's 18-second cooldown, so that kind of sucks. I can reduce the cooldown, but it's like, 3%? Let's see. 18-second cooldown. What happens if I reduce it? 17.5. It's not that crazy of a reduction, honestly. All right, so we're going to do heal. 864. Okay, so we're doing 1,008. I'll do another 20%. So we're healing for like 500 or something of your armor. It's nowhere near enough, man. Let's just get that base heal up. 1360. 1360, and we're doing half of that, so it's, I don't know, around 700, roughly. That's not enough. But it's gonna have to be enough for now because we're going in. We're going in, man. All right, we're gonna slow this down. Get my archers ready. They're gonna be backup. You just need to keep that backup support and get ready for the healing drop. Heal drop. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. These guys get shredded pretty easy. Oh no! Don't die, Gareth. Don't die. Dude, it's bad. It's still bad even now. Even with the reduced amount of bats, we still got destroyed. All right, I'm gonna get back here. We're going to destroy these dudes. Maybe if I pump my damage so high, we just destroy them in one swing, right? I should be doing like 1,000 every damage, every hit. Let's see how we could do that. All right, everyone, we're back. So I'm on stage 20. I've been leveling up Gareth's damage like crazy. I got him to 82% damage reduction, 110 regeneration. I maxed these two out pretty much. And I've just been working on damage, like core damage, as well as synergy. So I do have him a little bit of human synergy, which gives him some armor piercing, right? Which might help with a lot of those bosses and stuff like that. So could be good, including, if you look on the second line, all the way at the end, is that annoying enemy that's also on level 24. So we should be able to do a little bit better with that. It might be nice to get full synergy, but at the same time, that is quite an investment. So I'm not sure if that's something I want to do just yet. But he is hitting hard, and he's got armor piercing ability, so that's a good thing. So those guys are concentrating on all my archers. That sucks. But that's okay because Gareth is taking care of business up there. It was a slight distraction. And the good thing is he has a small elven synergy too. What I might do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get tier 1 spiders. And I'm also going to get tier 2 wolves. So we get the 20% chance to strike twice. That's also really helpful. Okay, so we're about to start getting some tricky stuff going on here. I don't know, part of me wants to get higher synergies than this, but at the same time I know it's kind of a fool's errand, right? I mean, we can get the max human synergy at least at tier 4, but I'd rather just work on probably just more damage. Just have Gareth hit as hard as possible, take out as many enemies while he's got a distraction as he can possibly do. Let's try it out. Let's see how it works on this stage. Okay, so he's taking these dudes out fast, like lightning fast, which is good. This guy is armored and he is now almost dead. He's now dead. All right, so can we take out everybody before he gets overwhelmed? Maybe. It's looking promising, I guess. Yeah, there we go. If I can take out those Firebats a little bit faster, that would be good. You know, I think really... Okay, his regeneration's not that great. As you can see, it's slowly ticking back up, but it's not fast enough at all. So we might need to increase regeneration just a bit. I don't want any of these, though. I'll take some regeneration, actually. I was just talking about that. And my damage is not bad. It's 575. What are you guys hitting at? Oh, let's do one more damage. With my armor piercing as well. 597. Okay. That should be hitting them pretty hard. Pretty hefty hit. So we're healing for 132. It's a little bit quicker. Not the best, but it'll do. It'll do. Let's get into this. I'm thinking that I might need to start working more on synergies because we're doing great with armor piercing. I just need more armor piercing for some of those boss units, you know, some of those in-game units there. Maybe I could just start bumping up my power even more because, I mean, quicker we mow them down, the less that they can hurt us, right? And then the regeneration factor can kick in if they're all dead, if the units are all dead. More survive, maybe. I'll take the damage. Alright, here we are going to start getting tricky here. I could get demon units if I wanted to. That could be interesting because then at least Gareth will become a demon. You know, a couple skeletons or whatever. But I think we're good. I think we're good like we are. Let's see, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I don't really want to invest too much into synergies because I feel like that's not really what we're here to do. Okay, so we're gonna get some more damage. He's hitting for 663 right now. How you guys doing? Oh god. All right, we have the Angel of Death, which is gonna be a tricky one. I don't have any healing aspect except for regeneration. Probably just need to get regeneration higher because this is gonna get a bit tricky. This guy is a heavy hitter. 671. Let's see how it works out. Get the archers shooting at him. We need to take out all these units before they take out all mine. Too late. So this guy hits fast and he hits hard. I probably, if I can get my regeneration a lot higher, then I think it should be fine. Oh, it looks like we're out damaging him, but barely. Okay, the regeneration's definitely a factor here. It might even be some more armor's necessary. I'm not sure. How much armor do we have now? 83%. I would say at this point, regeneration and armor really is the factors that we are missing. 948, we're hitting for 663. They don't have armor at all, right? No, I don't think so. But these guys are just insane, dude. They're insane. I never could figure out what exactly works here. So I'm gonna pump damage. I know that sounds crazy. I'm gonna do one regeneration, the rest is going damage. And we're just gonna hope for the best. Hitting for 707. Should be able to take down those void spikes really fast because they have no armor. It's just the demon bats are the concern here. But we have a lot of units that are also, you know, kind of a distraction, which is good. That might be what we need, is just a distraction. Oh, come on, don't kill Gareth. And it's game over again. Man, that is insane. All right, let's try this again. I am back, and I did a build that might make a lot of people upset. Basically, we are now at level 21. We have, of course, our summoners in front of us are a bit annoying, but here we are with Gareth. So we have, 2,752 health. 135 damage. I figure that's pretty decent. Have these two maxed out, some regeneration, survive, and 222 armor, which puts me at 94% armor. That's insane. I'm trying to see how high I can get the armor and if it really makes a difference now with less bats, because now we're down to 20 demon bats, right? So I'm trying to hit at a decent amount, like 135 is not terrible, and I'm trying to survive. So let's see what happens here with the summoners. Basically, from what I've been seeing, nothing could really hurt Gareth, and he's doing some decent damage. It's not the best damage. I mean, yeah, he takes a little bit of damage. Let's see. He's probably gonna die now that I hit recording. He was doing fine until then. It's the summoners, man. So what I could do, essentially, if I wanted to do this kind of a build, I need something to kill the summoners. I need like a fire wave. That could work, actually. Like a flame wave. I got this. I'll be right back, guys. We might have a victory here. Okay, we're back at 21. So I have Poison Cloud, Toxic Blast, which I'm going to use to single target these summoners, really. I'm going to target the summoners, take them out as quickly as I can. This also has some speed reduction. So it's going to slow down their attack, which makes it so they can't attack. They can't summon as frequently, right? So for Gareth, I went with armor again. I just want to see how this kind of pans out here. 90%. Everything else is pretty much generally the same. And yeah, let's see how poison does in this scenario. So I'm going to go and slow things down before we get into it. Let's get into this. So I'm going to hit Q here. Drop Poison Cloud on summoners right away. It didn't get all of them, but it's some, which is better than none. Yeah, they're all separated, so that's bad news. We're going to do Poison Cloud here. Get these guys in the mix of it. Quicker I can take them out, the better. Okay, we're looking good, Drop some more. Drop these guys over. Poison Cloud, all of them. Need them dead as soon as possible. Slow down and dead. Basically, these guys aren't affecting him all that much. I just really got to deal with these units being thrown at me consistently here. There we go. Poison them. Keep them in the cloud, man. So I have the duration matching the cooldown, so it should be pretty good for the most part. Go and drop it again. So the summoners are down. So now we just have to worry about the rest of the mobs left over. And we almost have these guys down. My damage is a little bit low for the Poison Cloud, but we're getting there. Slow and steady. This might be something I could do a win with. Having that heavy armor is helping him stay alive while I control the poison and how it's working out. So let's go ahead and get rid of these bats. Or at least, work on it as much as we can. Oop. Come on, support archers, let's go. Okay, and maybe we could take out a few of these guys. Get the Poison Cloud to do that while he works on this dude. Take out the bats. Bats are jerks. They don't do that much now, I don't think, but still, take out those bats. Alright, and then the archers are doing some pretty good work, actually. Now that things are slower, they can think, they can process, and attack these ranged targets. So this might be kind of a strategy that would work on stage 24. We're going to have a lot of bats, though, so we might have to up that damage a bit. Slow down the attack, up the damage is basically all I need to do at this point, I think. So duration, we're good on duration. I'll pump up armor even more, even though I don't really need that much more. I think 90%, you know, if I go much beyond that, it gets very, very crazy. All right, so I'm gonna upgrade skills here. Duration's good. Slow is pretty good. I don't need to mess with that anymore. I really just need damage. And percentages don't do much because it's such a low number. So I feel like messing with that percentage is not going to really increase it until we get like 100, right? Or something like that. All right, so we're gonna mess around with attack speed. That's probably the primary one that I care about: attack speed and damage itself. So slowing down their attack speed is gonna make this way better. Slows for 61%. Units attack 180% slower. We probably want to make that like 200%. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be nice. Okay, let's get these guys as a good test case scenario. I'll speed it up just a little bit to get them closer. All right, and we're gonna drop this in. Boop. That hit a lot of them. The poison cloud does some pretty decent radius, you know, as long as we hit in the middle of a good group. So it is doing a lot of damage, just taking these guys out, like along with the cleave that Gareth has. It's doing pretty good. Okay, and we're gonna drop it here. Nice, nicely done. Nicely done, Gareth. Well, I mean, I guess I'm controlling the poison cloud, so it's a combination of Gareth and I, really. All right, come on, Gareth. We got a couple more in here. You got that one poisoned, good. Their health goes way quicker when you poison it. Slow. Slow is not gonna matter all that much. We could do a little bit of damage for Gareth here. Let's see. So we can do. Oh, now that we have this guy, we can really test things out, can't we? All right, so we're gonna do some more damage too. Let's get 49. See if we can get this damage to like. Now we're at 54. What's a percentage gonna do for me? I guess it doesn't matter because I can't see right now. I could do new spell and do bless just for like the added bonus, but I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. All right, so we're gonna slow things down, drop these guys in, drop a poison cloud right here. Nice, got him with it. All right, so now that we're surrounded, I'm gonna wait for the poison cloud again, and I'm gonna drop it right in the middle of this match, right here. Bam! I even got you. Nice. Angel of Death, all of them got in the mix. But maybe some more regeneration could be a good thing too. I mean, the slowdown is really helpful. Really, really helpful because, I mean, the slower he is at swinging that scythe, the more time I have for regeneration to kick in, right? So I might need to bump up regeneration a bunch. You know, now that we have them nice and slow. Need to get regeneration high enough where it's actually healing me up while we wait, pretty much, for these units to die. All right. Oh, they die immediately. Okay. Those guys don't stand a chance. All right, come on. I think we get 2x this. It's pretty simple for the most part with just one unit. I could probably even 3x it. Boop, boop, boop. Drop that. It'd be silly if I died doing that. Here, let's 3x this. All right, we're gonna slow it back down because we're about to be on 24, and we know what happens on 24. Gareth armor, sure. So I was just now talking about maybe we need to increase the regeneration of Gareth. So let's go ahead and do that. So 99, no, we need higher than that. So that way, when we slow down these units, my regeneration is going to kick in super fast and super hard. I don't think the bats are the problem. I think it's these guys, actually. So we'll see what happens right now. So let's go ahead and... We're going to keep doing your regeneration, man. That's going to be a key factor in the slowdown strategy. All right, so we're at 1x. Let's go. Go ahead and drop you guys right in there. I'm not going to drop any of this stuff. Yeah, you're ready for it. You're ready for it. And slow it down. That whole mafia right there gets slowed down. Oh man, they all fell over dead. That's good. That's good. Okay, come on. I need the slowdown ASAP. Come on. I think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Okay, so cooldown was terrible. They all die though. It's just the cooldown was not high enough. Man, 24 is insane, dude. I had armor and everything there. I'm going to try something completely different, completely off the wall and ridiculous, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I had this crazy idea that I'm playing around with. So the main spells I'm using are these two. What I'm doing is, well, I have some decent armor, I have some decent stats, right? 465 damage, cleave, all that, 79% armor. Okay, but here's the important part. So I'm doing Frost Shock. I don't really mess with this too much, but I'm doing it this time. So Frost Shock freezes enemies in a certain area, which I'm thinking enemies attacking our hero would be the ones we want to freeze. And then what I did is pump up the bonus damage done from that quite a bit. So frozen units take 215% more damage from physical attacks and 145% more damage from spells. I also have Reign of Death, which I increase the damage a bit, and it has a 25% chance to stun. Not that big of a deal because they're going to be frozen. So 84 damage each wave, and then they're going to be taking 215% more, right, from physical attacks, and then 145% more. So it's just something I'm thinking maybe what I need to do is use Frost Shock more as a debuff for enemies, like freeze them temporarily, debuff them like crazy, and amplify my damage from my spells and my attacks. So his attack is doing 465. I did buff it up quite a bit. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and get down to 1. I'm gonna drop these guys in a little early here. Let's drop you into the back line, and then boom, boom, hit him, hit him, hit him. Look at that, already damaging those summoners like crazy, just like I intended to. All right, so we have 1 summoner remaining. Good news, good news. What I'm gonna do is actually teleport you away. There you go, bud. Alright, so we're gonna press our E key, freeze all these dudes, rain some death on them, and they should be dead. GG. And I put that in the wrong one. I should have you killing the other guy. Alright, so you did a Firebat and now you're dead. No problem. Firebat, get closer. Freeze. Alright, and then that one's dead. Drop this on these guys. I think this should be good. I mean, I just need to increase the damage of everything, really. Like, increase the damage of my Reign of Death is the primary thing I need to do. You come over here. There you go. Shoot you with a little ice storm to help out a little bit. Okay, so let's get, well, I guess stun would be a good one. Upgrade spells. We're going to do damage. Just bump up the damage like crazy. Probably a percentage there would be nice. So we're at 108 each wave. I mean, it would be nice to have more waves, I suppose. So 108%. That's not terrible. Let's see how it does here. How it does with these dudes. Alright, so we're going to slow it back down. Freeze. Meteor. Oh, look, he just destroys them. As soon as I freeze, his damage just tears them apart. So that is great. What I might want to do is lower the cooldown of this. Like, it would be nice if I can increase the duration too of the freeze. I think I can. I think I can increase the duration. So we probably want to do that to have it equal with the have it 18 seconds as well. Have everything equal, because I did hear that's a good thing to have, is have the cooldown equal to the duration. That's going to take a bit of upgrades, though. I don't know if we have enough time. We'll find out. All right. So some cooldown reduction here is always a good idea, too. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so 17.5. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Bonus damage, cooldown reduction here. Is there any cooldown I could do on this? Bonus damage is a good one. Bonus size, bonus damage, and cooldown. I don't think so. I think that's it. I think this is what we have. So I'm going to take cooldown reduction then, which benefits me in multiple ways, honestly. It doesn't do the most in the world, but it does benefit. Now I can do that a little bit quicker. One every cooldown. Okay, yeah, we got this. All right, let's go. I'm not going to do much more with the cooldown reduction. I think I did a little bit too much already. Okay, so we're going to drop ice there. Rain of death on y'all. Look at that. It is just destroying them. Beautiful, beautiful sight. Come on, come on. Yeah, you're going to take out my dudes. I'm going to send you away for a minute. Let me deal with this ad. Boop, boop. I should probably do Rain of Death before I freeze him. So my regeneration is bad. This was all just a theory cast for me, really. But yeah, I think the theory proved pretty good. I need to utilize my spells. Maybe increase his damage a bunch, you know, increase his base stats just together. And use Frost Shock to make this happen. All right, let's find out if we can make it happen. Let's go ahead and restart here. Okay, so come on, Gareth. We're going to speed this baby up. We're going to go like 5 and everything like I usually do at the starts. We're going to go 5 in that, 5 here. You know, of course, it takes a minute to get here, and then I need to get my Cleave up because Cleave is going to be very important in this as well. If I want it to be able to kill everything like immediately. Let's go ahead and go new spell and Frost Shock. There you are. Nice. The size is going to have to be increased for sure, and the duration. Definitely, like, the duration needs to be increased if we do that. So let's get some deflection here. We need survive. I don't know why I haven't leveled up in survive yet. That's like one of the most important things to do early on. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Having the archers is actually a good idea because they do like... Oh, I just had a brilliant idea. Splash damage. The splash damage of the next tier could be a genius idea. Okay, that's just something for later on. Extra unit attack speed, none of these. Duration, I want to keep getting that duration as much as possible. It's very, very important for this build to work. Okay, come on, get over here. Drop this ice on these guys. I really need to get his base stats up more before I start messing around with too much with the spell, I think. Because, as you can see, it's not good if you don't have your base stats up. And plus, I didn't even get his... Okay, I didn't even get his survive up properly. So that's not good. There we go. There you go. So the good thing about this is the spell in itself does a lot. I don't really need to get an extra spell with it if I don't want to, is the thing. More survive, and let's go with deflection. You don't have any armor? Bro. Oh, he has a little bit of armor, not that much. Alright, this is where things shine, is when we have just a couple units like this, right? They're going to take some massive damage. I need to get his core damage a lot higher so that massive damage just gets pretty insane. And we need to get you guys to the next tier so that way you're a little more effective at doing that big hit damage too. Nice. GG. Bonus damage, please. Let's go ahead and get duration increased. Armor. Get that armor up to good old 5. And with Cleave too, it's good to have a good radius on this thing. I think his radius right now is okay because, I mean, how far can you cleave, right? But this also benefits our archers too, so it's good to have it like a bigger radius, really. Okay, so we're gonna go with some damage. Get that damage up, get that cleave up, get everything up, man. Get it all going. Massive amounts of units on the screen here. This is not going to be very effective in this scenario, but you know, it's fun to see regardless. Did I get my duration all the way yet? No, I think I have like one more point. Yeah, it's at 4.4. Just like to freeze them in the middle. There we go. Make it a little cold for these guys. I should help out the snipers a bit, huh? The archers. There you go, archers. Alright, how are we doing on everything? So your damage is nowhere near what it needs to be. Your regeneration is way too low. Your cleave is way too low. Just everything in general is way too low. Mostly because I focused on the wrong thing, but that's, you know, that's on me. We'll get your regeneration up a little bit, get everything up. Speed up too. Love seeing that get mowed down like that, man. That's nice. So I don't think I'm gonna do another spell. I'm just gonna stick with Gareth being the raw damage. Because really, if I could freeze the target and then have Gareth just destroy them with one hit, that should be good enough. But then I do actually need to do that for the other units. I need at least a spell for when there's summoners or something out there. For stage 21 at minimum. Alright, let's see. Size. Let's get size increased a little bit. Get that cleave at max. Regeneration needs to be at 5. Damage needs to be at 5 for now. Damage is definitely going to be increased a lot. This is just the base stuff for the time being. But I'm going to scale that damage up like crazy as soon as... Oh, that was a waste. Doesn't matter because these guys are dead in one hit anyway. Okay, so 555. Let's get that one up. And regeneration at 5. Alright, so now we're going to upgrade our spells. Bonus damage. Duration. I'm not going to mess with the cooldown. I know it might be like good to have, but what's it going to do? Shave off a few seconds? I would rather just not. Freeze area increased by 70%. We're going to get that to 100% probably. And boom. Okay. It would be nice to have a support spell, actually. I mean, like, the meatballs were pretty good. It would be funnier to have the poison, I think. Funnier because it would just be pretty insane for the most part. A fire tornado would be insane, right? Because it'll just rip through all those dudes. That could be pretty nice, actually. All right, so attack speed, next tier. Actually, I want you both at next tier. Okay. And let's see if we can get a fire tornado. And we do. We do have one. All right, so let's do tornado damage. We'll get that tornado damage up. And that's gonna work out great. Boom, and then you hit him with the ice. Then we got the splash damage coming in too. Beautiful. Do I not have my max reflection or something? My, you know, it looks like deflection. Looks like he's getting a bit of ouchies, so that's not good. Get your support going there. Okay, get your fire tornado. Yeah, so we need to check on Gareth a bit more. Regeneration, maybe that's too low. I'm not sure. Something's too low. Okay, so we're gonna do... Get your damage up more. You probably need more armor. I need to get the armor up to like 10 or so. Alright, let's give this a shot. I need to get more money. Probably saving money would be a great idea. Am I going to do it? Probably not. Ooh, you know what would work great? Like a heavy armored Gareth, right? And a massive damage explosion. Because this explosion like scales like crazy, right? I'm thinking actually for my mage more than for Gareth. Like Gareth, this is sort of working, and having him being a massive damage hard hitter would probably work great the most. Like this, do that, boom. Getting that, let's see, duration. Yeah, I'm not worried about the fire tornado. I'm gonna worry about Gareth. Gareth and his core damage is probably the most important part of this. 201, no, we need a lot more than that. And we probably need to get your armor up a bit more too. Let's get your armor to 80%. We're gonna upgrade our spells. What? Where's my ice? Come on. Ice. I guess size. Let's turn you guys off. Come on. Get with it, man. Get with it. Let's get these fires lit. Freeze y'all. Get a fire tornado in there. It's not all that effective, but it works. I'm gonna do the same strategy for the mage, and I'm just going to look at that. He just wipes him out. I just dropped all the archers in there. Oops. Bonus damage. Bonus damage. Bonus damage and armor. 75%, so you need like 3 more. And then we're not going to touch armor anymore for a minute because I just want to do as much damage as possible. Alright, Gareth, I mean, you definitely got this. Oop. Get that fire tornado in there going crazy. The thing is, the skills do a lot less than the hero would. So if I can just have him... Like, if I can speed him up... Ooh, that could be a good idea. Healing wave, attack speed like crazy. Get his attack power pretty high. And then max duration on frost shock. Yeah, that could be good, actually. Just have him hit really fast, really hard, and then all the enemies are frozen, right? So that would be amazing. All right, so let's get going. Damage, armor. So 77. So what do you need? 2 more armor, and 1 more, and then we're at 80. Perfect. All right, now your entire focus is damage itself. Damage, and then we're also gonna work on our spell too. Boop, boop. There we go. Take these dudes out. I can also just freeze, like, as soon as the explosion's about to happen for the fire tornado. Just freeze at that point, because that is where it's going to be the most damage. You know, I'm speaking again for future terms for our new character. All right, so we're gonna do none of those damage for Gareth. How much is a bonus damage? Let's see. Frost shock makes enemies take 25% more physical. Yes. So we're at 190% physical. We need more. We're gonna get that as high as possible. They're gonna be hit for 240 physical, and he's hitting for 245. Okay. So we're hitting pretty strong. Boop. Get the spell in there too. Okay. I think I might have a decent strategy here, guys. I might. And I definitely want to see if it unfolds. Hopefully it does this round. If not, then we'll have to refine it a bit and see how it does on future rounds. The one guy that's not frozen is like, I got this, guys. Count on me, guys. I can do it. Okay, so I guess I'll take that armor for you. Let's go ahead and get you more damage. Basically, at this point, I just need to pump up his damage more than anything else, because it's all percentage scale, right? So it's going to be a percentage scale off of whatever he's hitting at. 240 off of 311. Be nice to have 240 off of 500. That'd be pretty sweet. That's like over 1,000, right? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, now that you have a nice army around you, I want to get that. Oh, come over here with the. You know, I'm gonna hit these guys with a frost fire tornado. Look at that. They just get knocked down, dude. That is sweet. There you go. You guys want to deal with some archers? There you go. I love it. I love it. Bonus damage. And let's get some core damage. I'm going to do 1 more bonus damage. Where is it? Here we go. Get that to a solid 10, which gets me 290. Ooh, I kind of wanted to do 1 more. 290. No, we need to get over 300. 315. There we go. Beautiful. Let's see how much damage we can do now. Freeze them. That's nice with the cleave. You know, that's the best part about Gareth. That cleave really accents it. Freeze. But we can kind of see how the spells are going to work too. We really need heavy hitting spells with the other character. A lot of damage on the spells. Hitting for like thousands. And having that big percentage increase is going to be sweet. It's just going to destroy the map pretty much. Just imagine chain lightning, but everybody's frozen. We're going to have to get the area pretty high, I guess, for that to work. Like the size will have to be pretty high. Okay, now we're over here. We're going to do this a little bit differently this time, guys. We're going to get the damage like crazy. We have our fire tornado. Let's do a little bit more damage on the fire tornado. Was it 110? 123. All right. Let's do this thing. Get these archers out and freeze you guys. Fire tornado. Go, go, go. Explode on them too. I mean, it didn't really do all that much. I probably should have saved that for up here. That's okay. Oh, they destroyed my poor little dragons. Here you guys go. Ready to die? Gareth, you got it. Just swing your sword, man. You got this. Honestly, if I were to redo this build, then I'd probably just get healing wave. Like a bunch of healing wave to go along with everything else. But I'm not going to have time to rebuild it. If he dies, it's game over for the time being. However, I think this could be pretty effective. What do you guys think? What do you think? I feel like we could work with this and come up with a build based on Frost Shock and everything else. What are you guys doing? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, this gives some ideas of some different things you guys can try too. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. It really helps out the channel, trying to get to 1,000, trying to get this channel partnered. All right, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.